In this video, we're going to take an equation relating two different quantities and turn it into a ratio. Now we're told that 4x is equal to y. Find the ratio of x to y. Now, you might be tempted to just read off the numbers on front of the x and the y. If you imagine there's like a 1 in front of this y, because 1y means the same as y, you might be tempted to just read off these numbers of 4 and 1 in front of the x and y, and therefore write that as a ratio. So the ratio of x to y would be 4 to 1, right? But that's not right. If you read this in words, this is saying that the value of y is 4 times as big as the value of x. So that means y is going to be bigger than x. So the number we have in the ratio for y is going to be bigger than the number we have for the ratio of x. So if this is saying that y is equal to 4 times as much as x, that means that each 1 of x we have, we're going to have 4 of y. And the simple way of doing this is basically that whatever these two numbers are in front of the x and the y, so if we have 4x is equal to 1y, you can actually swap those two numbers. So the ratio of x to y is actually 1 to 4, so the numbers are the other way around. That's the easy way to do it. Now here it says that 10 lots of p is equal to 7 lots of q. Find the ratio of p to q. So we might think that the ratio of p to q is these two numbers in front of the p and the q. So is the ratio of p to q 10 to 7? Well, no, it isn't. Let's think of numbers that would actually work for p and q. If 10p is equal to 7 lots of q, what numbers would work which would make these equal? Well, can you see that if p was equal to 7 and q was equal to 10, then if we were to substitute these into this equation here, so we had 10p is equal to 7q and substituted into that, then we would have 10 lots of p, so 10 lots of 7, would be equal to 7 lots of q, so 7 times 10. And that would give us 70 equals 70, which is clearly true. So if p was 7, q would have to be 10. So in fact, the ratio of p to q is 7 to 10. So in general, whatever these numbers are here, you actually swap them round to get the ratio. So if 10p is equal to 7q, the ratio of p to q is actually 7 to 10, not 10 to 7.